Positioning is key to winning endgames in Fortnite, especially for zero build, where you can't just build your own cover whenever you want. However, to fully understand positioning, it's best to look at all stages of the game, since of course you will only play endgames after successful early and mid games. So in this video, I will let you take a look inside my mind on how I consistently get to endgames and how I consistently win these with a big focus on positioning and strategy. I come from a different VR where I played and won many tournaments and stood on top of the EU leaderboards for years. So I bring a unique perspective coming from a different game that worked out insanely well for me so far in Fortnite 2. My name is TSK. I've analyzed everything the season has to offer so far on my channel, and it's my goal to become the best together with you guys. So let's get started. We are gonna skip the drop right here and get right into the first fight. When I arrive in fencing fields, I see the boss HP bar drop near 0 and decide to push over to eliminate the guy doing the boss just as he picks up niches. For this, notice how I'm doing a right side peek and wait for the guy to come out in the open. I catch him by surprise, and since he was already damaged by the boss, I get a free elimination here, a medallion, and Nisha's striker AR. This is why in general you have to be careful when you go for the boss and don't go for it too early, as you will get third partied and you really don't want to be on the other side of this play. This is why right after, I find a safe room and start shielding up and get out of fencing field as fast as possible. I notice that people are fighting after hearing 2 cars pushing up here, and of course I'm not blindly pushing into 2 people. I stay in distance to see if I can find a snipe, spot the guy right here, hit him with a good snipe, and when I see the car approaching from the right side, I try to sandwich the guy I just sniped by pushing up to this building. After getting his attention, I know the guy behind him will eliminate him if I just stop fighting this guy, which is exactly what I do. The guy dies and I didn't lose any HP in the process. The other guy of course hopes that I got damaged and does a very good aggressive push here with his grapple on top of the high ground right next to me. I now have no chance winning this fight, so instead I take cover underneath him as he can't shoot me here, and the easiest way out for me is gonna be the car he came in. So I grapple over and yoink his car. Never ever take these 50-50 fights where both players are full HP. Try to get an advantage in any way possible. And as I drive away, this guy keeps chasing me like a madman. So I wait until he's out of movement, drive far away enough from him so he can't actually jump into the car, use the car as cover, but sadly my bullets get stuck on these wine plants here, or rather I can't see anything because of it. I try to get my distance, hit him with a free shotty shot, but this time he made it into the car, and as I see him jump out, I instantly drop out as well, and while he's still confused, I jump behind him, which allows me to hit him for 153 damage before he even turned into my direction, and of course easily finish the kill and end up on top of this situation here. And as always, my first priority after leaving the early game is to go for a TMNT weapon, as it is the supreme movement of this season. I grab Michelangelo's nunchuck and move on into the zone. My next priority is usually getting a second medallion, and while I'm on my way to Reckless Railways, I notice I'm getting sniped from behind. So what I do is I wait behind cover and wait for the right opening. Don't go for 50-50 snipes. If he hits a lucky headshot, I am dead. So instead, I wait for his push, and the moment he drops down, I know he can't snipe me mid-air, so I hit him with a snipe before he even hits the ground. Having this advantage, I push out of my cover, quickly hit another quick scope, switch to niches, and cleanly finish the fight. This is something I always do. I never just openly go for these 50-50 snipes, as I said. I try to catch my enemy by surprise, catch him in a weak moment, and best case, keep peeking different angles to again catch my enemy by surprise in order to not get a random headshot. As I'm going for the boss here, I notice I'm getting third party, so I instantly back out to the high ground. I don't want the same thing to happen to me that happened to the first guy in fencing fields. I spot the guy on the roof, and after missing the snipe, I notice he's in range for a different play that almost nobody ever sees coming. I use 2 of my dashes to get exactly in front of him before using my left click to hit him for 70 damage, and most importantly, confusing the hell out of him. I instantly switch to my auto shotgun and finish the fight. And always after fights like these that get you to low HP, you want to make sure you switch position just in case that somebody listened or watched the fight. So I back out into the bush and eat my pizza. Afterwards, I finish the boss and take the medallion. What I like to do after drawing this much attention is to find the highest position in the POI and try to get some vision on what's happening. And after seeing footsteps in front of me, I spot the guy on the next roof and go for the same play again. I dash above him, even get behind him here, and left click behind him one more time so that if he turns around, I'll be behind him again. This worked out perfectly. I caught the guy by surprise and finish him super fast. This play is actually one of my favorite plays to do ever since the TMNT weapons got introduced to the game. Try it out. shot, it is insanely efficient. Next up, I'm pushing the next medallion. As I shoot this car, I get third party from the side, and I really don't like the position I'm in right now. So I use my movement to get out, but this guy kept pushing me. I tried to snipe him once, but I know my position is ultra bad, and you never want to take fights in bad position. So if you're in a situation like this, switch positions like your life depends on it, because it really does. I take this high ground position that also has a nice little rock to hide behind, and this guy is trying to push this 50-50 fight on me. He is dumb. Don't be like him. So what I do in order to stop his play is hop into his car with him. As he drops out to get a free angle on me while I'm still inside, I quickly do the same, jump up and hit him with an easy shot before hopping right back in. Now I'm driving the car and I'm doing the exact opposite play. Since I know this guy already destroyed the windows, my shot will hit right away. So I hop out and start doing some serious damage on the guy as he is forced to flee and I'm trying to blow up his car. I notice the zone is coming, so instead I decide to care about my health more than this elimination and start moving into the zone. We have officially reached the endgame at this point, and my first priority is of course to get good cover in all directions and try to only take super safe fights and no risk at all at this point. I break open the wall to get some extra angles and notice a guy getting shot right ahead of me. I quickly jump out, hit him with his quickscope and finish him with knee shots before getting back into my cover. And after checking angles and playing very careful for a while, I see the next zone, and the top priority at this point of the game is to get a car, especially in zero build, guys, as cars are perfect portable cover for the late game. I go for the Jeep here and notice how I'm playing high ground here. I want to see if there's any free damage to take on anybody else here. Notice the car from before, and knowing it's super low, I start damaging it and it instantly blows up, dealing 50 damage to the guy in the process. However, I hear a guy rifting behind me and I want to make sure nobody's pushing me, so I scare him off with a couple snipes before getting back into my car and trying to get a good position in the next zone. Knowing that two people are to my right, I think taking the road is somewhat safe. However, I end up getting shot by a guy behind this rock here, and in order to evade taking much damage on my car, I park it behind this rock, try an angle, but after figuring out this is too dangerous, I move forward to the next rock that actually is in the zone and park my car in a way that it covers me from the far side here, as I see somebody on that hill that I want to take snipes on. Sadly, the moment I snipe, he locks onto the zip line, making me miss. I try a couple more snipes and end up hitting the last one, and I really love my positioning in this zone here right now. Yes, the next zone is pretty far. However, I do have movement, I do have a car, I have cover in all angles, and of course, since I have my car, I can also hop back into the car and get new cover angles if I choose to do so. I spot movement in the building over here and hit a nasty snipe on this guy while he's jumping. And after I hear more fighting, I see that somebody died in this building and we're in a top 4 situation. The moment I see the zone starts moving, I hop into my car, and as I see this guy zipping, I try one more snipe, but he jumps in a perfect moment, making him dodge my snipe. But we are in no hurry here. Notice how I'm driving very slowly and even try to drive on the side of the mountain here in order to prevent people from damaging my car as much as possible. I spot the guy on the rock here to the left and again try to park my car in a way that it doesn't get damaged. And the exact moment I try to find the angle, this guy sadly gets back into cover, meaning I have to get back into my car, which saved me from a sniper shot there, by the way. And again, I'm being patient. I'm not rushing to the zone. I'm trying to come in together with the zone. As I see this guy leave his cover, I try one more snipe, end up missing before I hop back into my car. This zone here looks super rough as there's almost no cover at all. I again keep my distance and try to wait as long as possible before moving deeper into the zone. I have absolutely no cover here, so I park my car sideways, and this is the only thing still keeping me in the game here. I try a snipe on the guy on the rock to the right, but again, I don't want to go for these 50-50 snipes. So the moment he starts noticing me, I stop going for him. Try another snipe on the guy to the left, then get some really good damage in with my Nisha strike on him, and the other guy uses the opportunity to hit him with a snipe. But I made sure the other guy couldn't go for a snipe on me, since I only gave an opening to one guy at a time. Never peek if multiple people can have an angle on you. I also have the better spot in the zone, and the final guy is forced to push me, and since he literally has to use his movement to get to me, I get 3 angles on him while he jumps down, and since my tracking is pretty alright, I hit him for 160 damage before he even hits the ground, and then of course easily finish him with the shotgun and getting that epic victory royale. Easy for me, guys. Easy gaming, dude. I took this game for this video since positioning was supposed to be the main factor of this video. And I literally feel like positioning won me this whole end game. Ever since we got to that rock with the car in the end game here, I pretty much had no pressure on me whatsoever. Key takeaways for myself here. Parking your car behind cover is really good to make sure it still has some health, so you can actually take cover in your car later. My enemies definitely didn't play it perfectly. They should have blown up my car for sure. However, if they went for my car, I would have gone for the counter snipe instead. And that is of course also a big risk for them to take. But again, I think this was a super nice showcase of positioning, and I will also talk about positioning more in my future Inside My Mind videos, as I feel like there was a lot to learn here. Okay, I'm still a super small channel, guys, and it is my dream to change that. If you enjoyed the video or appreciate the effort, or best case wanna see my future videos, leave a like and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye.